Wait, let me get beautiful real quick. Oh
Yeah,
shit, I don't gotta do nothing.
You mean
Okay.
say young, black, and beautiful.
I'm staying young, black,
beautiful,
and unique
gifted.
out here, man.
Young, black, and gorgeous.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This what's up with the minutes. Episode 10? Episode 10? Dude, that's it. We've reached double digits. You know?
That's
like,
crazy.
This is a serious and important moment to really like to revel in, you know. This might be the biggest number that anyone can count.
The first episode of the new year.
Oh yeah, that as well, I guess. Fucking 2026 or something. It's like time passes, and then after time passes, we have to like rename that time. It's fucked up and stupid.
That is how it works.
Oh, it's dumb, man. I think we should have just stayed at 2020. I think we should have just stopped there.
Well, some would say this is the 6th installment of 2020.
I wouldn't personally say that, but you know, it's fair enough. We are What's Up with the Minutes. We be doing that. We be out here doing hip hop conversations and the like every single fortnight. We, as a trio, take 3 topics, 1 topic each, discuss that, and do the things and the like and the stuff. It's real out here, man. You guys like to introduce yourselves?
Grand Mega Flowers, Mega 10 here. Yeah, Secret House Against, Tokyo Base, Hip Hop Art and Culture Bullshit. HCK, Higher Dimension Crew, B-Boy Omega Legs, Voltron, BC. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Trey, you go, see your thing.
My name is Trey, also known as Trey Does. Also known as Trey Does. In 2026, I'm strictly going by a rapper. I am very serious rapper Trey Does. That's how you refer to me.
Oh,
Thank you for your time.
Okay, word Trey Does. My bad, Mr. Rapper. I ain't realize. In complete opposite to that, my name's KOSEY. I am a rapper, producer, mixing engineer, podcast host. I'm that big nigga. Don't even test me. She her champion. Transgender queen out here. Don't test me. You know, we be doing podcasts, like we out here. This week we've assembled 3 brilliant and amazing and cerebral topics for your listening pleasure. What were they again? Oh yeah. I'm hyped, you know. I'm really excited to be here. Like
it's been a minute. We took like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh wait, before we get to the topics and shit. No. I'll summarize the topics and then we'll talk normal style. Okay.
Yeah.
This week we've gotten 3 cerebral, crazy topics for your listening pleasure. First off, we know you guys wanted to hear us talk about Defrag Rap. You know what? You guys know I wanted to talk about Defrag Rap. The recent like sequence / series of articles coming out from Caltrops. They're interesting. They're about what we're talking about. It's worth discussing. You know, a lot of people have opinions and thoughts also. I'm one of those people. These 2 lovely gentlemen with me are those people as well. For our second topic, we got Trey. Which one's second?
Most anticipated rap albums for 2026. What do you expect to come out? Who we not heard from in a minute? Then that kind of shit.
Yeah. And then our third topic for today is what changes have happened in your listening habits between last year, this year, even before that? Like, what's the general trajectory of the way you listen to music and experience music, and how has that changed throughout the years? If you've changed throughout the years, and before we get into that, Mega. How was America, dude? How was seeing the fam?
Oh shit!
You be traveling and shit.
I'm surprised they let you in.
Yo, all that shit is like, it was pretty gross. I was happy to be around my family and whatnot, but going to the grocery store and just seeing stuff, I was just constantly disgusted by the nature of the products they had out there. Everybody was just strange to me. But one of the major differences that I did like is out here you don't communicate with cashiers. There's like a veneer of kindness, but it's all just very professional. So you don't ever talk to your cashiers and be like, "Where are you from? How you doing? Good to see you again." That's very rare to do out here. And in the United States, I was having conversations with random people left and right. Some of those are really dope, and some of them were kind of like immediately people jumping into like vaccine conversations, and I was just like, "Hi," but it was cool, man. I was like, my mom is getting pretty old, and she's she's a bit senile, and I slept in the living room with her where she sleeps all the time, and it was funny to listen to her talk in her sleep. She's got real problems, man. All she watches is John Wick and Equalizer movies. So her dream, she'd be like, they demolished the house. He's on the ground. He's bleeding. And she really, really talks. She really, really talks in her sleep. I'm not talking about like just words. I'm talking about like actual sentences and like ongoing dream talk. So that was dope, man. I was happy to see my mom. Usually the last few times that we went back, like all my family's there, would still be like 20 people around, but this time just my sister Rolinda came in with her her new husband from Arizona, and my sister Ruby was out there with her husband too. So it was a real small gathering, and it was nice. But
that
yeah,
I
dislike
the
America.
family part of it sounds great. I
Yeah.
definitely am in a similar sense. I had to go up to Manchester for a bit, and I just hate like I don't love London, but at least I know London. Every time I'm anywhere in England that is not London, I'm like, man, I fucking hate England. England is the worst. It's horrible out here. There's not like there's stuff to do out in places and stuff and shit and whatever, but my God, I just hate how everything looks. Like shit is just ugly always. It's crazy. There's no sights. There's no sights. Or maybe I'm used to the sights, but for me, I don't find any of London other than like the place where my uni is. I love the Barbican, but I just generally find London a really ugly place. And England are really like there's nice countrysides and shit when you're driving, but when you get to a city, oh my goodness, oof. Anyways, traders, how was your holidays? How have you been the last 3 weeks? It's been a million years.
My holidays was cool, didn't really do much. Didn't do much for my birthday. Didn't do much. Christmas was chill. I got my mom hella shit, so that was nice. Besides that, I worked on New Year's, but I'm going into the new year with a new mindset. I bought into the propaganda. 2025 was so bad, I became one of the fucking New Year, new people niggas. So I'm a new nigga. I got the white shirt instead of the black because I'm a new nigga.
Oh my God, bro!
Oh God,
you just like a chef, low key. You got the other little you're like a pastor without the jacket. I see you got your little. What is that called? Not even a collar. Like there's something.
Collar? It's a collar.
No,
or bit.
Oh, okay.
Collar, bro.
The way you got it like pointed up, I thought it was one of those like line shits that like pastors and shit be wearing. I thought you were looking mad official.
Oh nah, I might have to come with that next week.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. You gotta start doing like you gotta start coming dressing as a nun and shit. That's what the people need.
A born again nigga.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Chilling with navy blue, bro.
Before we get started,
Patreon.
It's a new year, but we got the same patrons.
Yeah.
Shout out Devil May Swear, Alex Pennington, Nago, Stilo, Outside House, Zoom, Fick, Caden, Evan, Rana Joy, Grand Mega, oh fuck that guy, I guess, Bleach, and Dan of Music Empire. And also additional shout out for Open Mike Eagle. We didn't get to talk about it last week because we were doing end of year shit. But Open Mike Eagle watched the conversation from 2 episodes back, so that was cool.
Yeah, that was sick and amazing and great also. And it was sick that we got to know it was happening as it happened.
Like, yeah, I was about to go to sleep, bro. I almost missed it.
I'm telling you, I was in a class and I got that thing. I was like, okay, realistically, I can't leave this class. I left the class and I just went and watched that shit and I was there like, damn, like this is crazy. That's like my hero watching this shit I'm doing. And obviously, we're fixing the hair, Don't worry about it. I know, obviously, I don't want to be like one of those people who are like, oh, my hero, their opinion matters more to me than anyone else's opinion. I don't want to be doing that shit. However, at that moment in time, I was doing that. At that moment in time, I was like, wow, whatever Open Mike Eagle has to say about me, this next sentence is the most important thing anyone's ever said. Like, I was speaking. But I'm just grateful that we're able to share space with people who I admire so much, and that people who I admire can look at our work and be like, yo, this is important stuff going on. And he really fucked with Mega's fucking B-boy shit. That was cool as well. That was sick. He was shouting you out. Hell yeah. Shout out to Open Mike.
Yeah, same, he's a little older than me, but yeah, same generation type of shit.
Hell yeah. So, do we want to get started on the things and the stuff?
Do we want to podcast? Started.
Okay, we're about to fucking podcast out here. It's crazy. They said we wouldn't. They said that episode 10, but they would be silent the whole time. But here we are, proving them wrong. Okay, so guys, Defrag Rap. Okay, basically, let me restart that. All right. So recently,
you gotta introduce this well.
Yeah. Let me introduce the world. So we're out here, we're doing the hip hop thing. We got mad friends who are involved in this thing. We got mad people who we admire who are involved in this rap game, and it's very easy to recognize that you got all these people talking to each other and communicating with each other and making music together, and their music in a lot of cases sounds very out there and very different to anything happening anywhere else. It makes you question, like, is there like a category that we could put these guys in that would for a certain reason or something? And then we have Caltrops out there who's been making amazing writings on a lot of different artists in the underground for years and years now, and he comes through and he sees this same thing that we're seeing, and he decides, I'm gonna write some shit about it. And he comes to the name of Defrag Rap, which to him is kind of like defragmented, I think is the kind of like place that the name comes from.
I shall read the definition. Are you ready?
Go on.
Defrag Rap. A discordant underground hip-hop formulation that gathers the fragments of our entropic internet culture and political hellhaven and murderously magpies a sonic somatics together. Pew-ha! Get yourself in check. See also, check, nigga. Parentheses, defragment rap, anti-stagnant rap, static, in parentheses, striatic rap.
Yeah, I
took it as like defragging your computer is the process of reorganizing the scattered data and kind of putting it into when you defrag your hard drive. I don't know if people still do that because they don't use PCs as much as they're. Yeah, but I mean, it used to be a thing, and I know Caltrops is around the same age as me. But yeah, defragmenting your computer was like tightening up your hard drive and putting the pieces together, because when you save data, it kind of saves all over the place. And yeah, defrag.
Word. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Consider the name. Yeah, it's a good name. It's a good name. Better than art rap.
It's better than a lot. It's better than a lot.
Yeah, no, and it was kind of, to me, it was interesting because from my perspective, I hadn't heard of Caltrops before this thing had come out. I hadn't heard of him at all, and then this came out. People were talking about it. I didn't really check him out then. One of my good friends, Uridon, she did an interview with him, and I was just like, okay, word. Well, this is clearly a guy worth paying attention to because all of these people who I fuck with are being mentioned by him. And it's important for me as someone who is a part of this culture and involved in this culture and values this culture to understand and see how our culture is being talked about and expressed and discussed. So I went into reading the Defrag Rap. I'm just gonna go through my history with my opinions on this, and then I'll kind of open it a little. I went into this Defrag Rap thing being like, oh yeah, this is sick. This is gonna be cool. It's like great that people are talking about us. And I started reading it. Yeah, I started reading it, and it gets quite early into the thing. It goes on like a diatribe as to other music outside of our realms of the other side of the underground, if you want to consider that they're separate things, being like the Chief Keefs, not Chief Keefs, but like the Laser Dims, the Xavier So Bass, the Net Spends, and sort of like using them as a vehicle to say what the current music that we're making is, not we as in we, but like the people labeled Defrag, the collective that is outlined here are making, kind of using it as a jump point to say what they aren't, and kind of put them at odds with each other. And my initial thing and my initial problem was that my initial response to it was seeing a big long diatribe that is conflating multiple different, completely separate artists in my mind, and conflating them into one thing and saying this is vapid nonsense, and then using that art to then prop up the art that is of a Shamar, of a Sunmundi, of a Sasko, of an Outside House, of a AGP, of a Millennium, of a Uridon, and from my perspective, my initial take, and sort of my take now, I do still think this is a semblance of this, and is still and is taken through the way he talks about his stuff and this type of stuff in other places. I found that to be a deeply troubling way to approach where these artists are coming from and where these other artists are coming from. Like the kind of approach of, here we have good rap and people who are talking about real things and real stuff, and here we have vapid nonsense where they talk about nothing and it's not important. I found the way that those were discussed to be like incompatible ideas and separate and far from each other, to be problematic, especially considering a lot of the artists who are brought up in the article really like the artists who are shit on in the very beginning of it, who are described as aimless in their like this in like their approach, who are described as like outside of rap, who aren't like, as if they don't deserve the like title of a rappers or something like that. And I found that to be problematic, obviously, as I've already outlined. And I just kind of have moved through Caltrops' written stuff, kind of trying to gauge whether that initial "this is weird, I don't fuck with that" was the correct instinct, I guess, you know. And yes, that's where I'm not entirely at that beginning point where I was like, oh, this is crazy and disgusting to say, but I do still think that's a huge problem of the defrag thing. And as we kind of discuss more of the actual defrag stuff and get into the meat and potatoes of it, I suppose, we can discuss that.
For clarity's sake, I would like to read the quote. This is towards the beginning. It's the second paragraph of the article. Most of it is not about this. I just want to say that. It covers Red, White, Blue Has No Symphony, A Ghetto Philosopher, and Linium. Sam is Dead with Snot No Salim. That was an EP. Kill My Landlord, The Party Music, Clerge, and Deadbeat, and then Shamar, Emergency. So the actual quote towards the beginning that kind of raised the eyebrow was, here we have an actual factual avant-garde, distinct from the stink of whatever Chief Keef, Lil Uzi Vert, Playboy Cardi, Descendancy, Drugs, Pitchfork, or Nobels have been pushing, popularizing, proselytizing, false prophets like Gabe Nandez says. And that pun be apropos, as what we're really seeing is commodity rap, assembly lined into the ether for the sole purpose of consumption. See also ephemeral rap, meme rap, market blip rap, rap with nary a hip-hop incandescent, rap removed from rap, the hollowed out, stupidly insipid, devoid, and vapid music for mush-minded or straight-up mindless masses. I'm talking about the Netspins, the Xavier So Basses, the, I don't know this guy, Yapo JJs, Jack Zebras, Laserdom 700s, etc. Ad nauseum purveyors of plug, trap, jerk, rage, musically janky, morally jaundiced, juvenile rap. That nigga went in. Oh my god!
Morally jaundiced is crazy. The thing is, I don't want to harp on this is like it's evil that he would have these opinions. I don't mind the existence of you disliking this stuff, obviously. It kind of goes into a topic of conversation me and Dan have had a while back, which was like, how much do you need to understand something to critique it? And I do find that is kind of where I feel like this is lacking, in its goal of setting the stage of the rap that we want to talk about, the Defrag Rap, if we were to call it that. In its goal to set the stage of the rap we're talking about, it inadvertently creates some of the problems that the people who he's talking about the art of are trying to avoid. And I think that's a huge issue of it to me, is like, you know, I wouldn't assume any of the people, not any of the people, maybe some of them, I wouldn't assume every person written in this article, or even like most of the people written in this article, would at a drop of a hat be like, yeah, you know, we're making our music to be actually avant-garde, unlike what Chief Keef's doing. You know, I feel like that as a general approach of it is flawed and damaging to the discussion of the music itself, because it doesn't allow it to be multifaceted. It now is not, obviously it's not trying to pinhole it. It says that as such, but I don't think that self-awareness of the maybe outcomes of it removes the possibility of it doing these things, of it being a vehicle for problematic expressions and discussions of the artists that we enjoy. Yeah.
Megan, what do you think?
you know, I've been following Caltrops for a long time. I've shouted him out on the show, like starting the first year. Joe and I have never really had deep conversations. He's working on an Anticon book. He asked me some of my thoughts on things since we've both been around those communities for a long time. And you know, reading this article, you know, I like a lot of his work. I think that he's coming from a specific place, and one of the first things that I saw discussed about kind of how he pinpoints these other artists as being, you know, banal, vapid, essentially antisocial. One of the first things that was mentioned was like his race and how it's a bit problematic for a white dude to do that. But what I was reading from this, and like in that same chapter, you know, knowing his work and kind of how this is insurgency and kind of agitprop in a way, and he comes from a radical tradition of leftist politics. Like he has Frederick Jameson quote on here, and in those critiques of Jameson, like postmodernism and a lot of this art and the way he tethers it to you know, this vapid consumption and this reification of culture, this more or less sounds to me like old head stuff. It sounds to me like a person who may not be intimately familiar with some of these artists. I don't know a lot of these artists, Netspin and Xavier So Based. I did go and kind of listen to a few of their tracks, and a lot of it to me is well, deeply antisocial, negative type of shit that you know, C. Dolores Tucker would probably agree with him on. And I see that he's trying to pinpoint that. I'm not sure that I quite get to the point where I feel like this is damaging to his discussion, because at the end of the day, Caltrops Press is not a music journalist, so to speak. He's not creating that. He's an artist, and this is not just simple critique. This is also poetic and changing, and in the tradition of, you know, Dadaist approach. And even when it comes to the zines, he's doing something a bit different. And I personally just didn't have much of a problem with it, and I didn't tether it to some of the same things that that maybe you're seeing, and nor did I really care too much to call these guys, you know, whether or not Shamar or, you know, Snot Nose Salim or any of these other artists feel a way about it. It's like, I don't think it's his responsibility to be concerned about either. This is kind of just this is kind of more or less just his kind of what he says. These are his musings and his ideas. Theoretically, like Defrag Rap to me, and the things that he's tying to an actual factual avant-garde movement, those things have been going on in independent hip-hop for years. And I resign myself, like we were talking about in the underground conversation. It's quite simple for me. I just call it underground independent rap, and I use that term is kind of is not like a dictionary term of what is underground and who is famous and whatnot. I tether that to the movement of it historically and how it was historically contingent to use those terms at a time. And that shit's been kind of dead for a long time. And I think it's nice that he's trying to put this together. And I think it is really an interesting musing. And the way he goes off, he often bombs and comes from so many directions. It's fun, but at the end of the day, like I said, like I will not be adhering to a new academic or theoretical term to describe this art. I feel as though you know, it's a bit difficult, even like as just theoretical with radical politics, to try to pin down what is culture. You won't catch me saying things like this is our culture. Like, what is culture? Like, if we get down to the brass tacks, well, it's one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, he's putting all these people together and they're doing different things, but what through lines are there really, other than the fact that they seem to come from a kind of outsider avant-garde tradition? Some of these guys are really, you know, we've got people in your age group who don't come from the underground tradition like that. They've just heard guys like Mike and were inspired by guys like Mike and make music that sounds like Mike. It doesn't necessarily pinpoint an avant-garde there. That is more reification of culture and commodification, as he's talking about here in a way. But he does kind of point out ephemeral rap and meme rap, and that's your one-hit wonders and, you know, industry plants and whatever you want to call it, ringtone music back in the day, or ringtone raps, or you know, or whatever you want to call it. I personally just don't fuck with it. I do agree, for the most part, that most art, especially when it comes to a lot of this rap shit, is deeply antisocial and juvenile and just kind of gross, and it proliferates a lot of things that I don't really fuck with. Do I think young black kids have the ability to do whatever the fuck they want? Sure, go the fuck ahead. But I mean, like I said, it's like, that's not my culture. I know a lot of fake gangsters. I grew up with them. I grew up with people who heard rap music and tried to be gangsters, and I see how it kind of is reified and proliferated through rap. And so maybe we owe C. Dolores Tucker an apology, because she was right in a lot of ways. You know, like, you know, it's interesting to me, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's like, of all the things that I like Caltrops Press for, this kind of mission statement or clearing that he's trying to denote is not really one of the more interesting things that he's done for me. Like, I just don't really care. But also, like,
that reminds me actually of something. When you mentioned Caltrops previously, you said that he always asks people the same, like, interview questions. What are those questions? Because I couldn't figure out through reading the interviews what the questions were that you were like bringing towards the attention.
Specifically for the arts and crafts, or like raps and crafts. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't read
raps and crafts, where they're more like lined out interviews, and that's what he actually saying. Questions.
That makes sense. Yeah, those aren't the ones I read, so never mind. Don't worry about that.
But
yeah, I would like to say though, before, I do think that what Caltrops is doing as a writer is very admirable and appreciated and brilliant. You know, I like, even in like the styles of writing, you heard it in that quote that Trey read out, the way he gets himself across and the things that he is choosing to talk about in the underground hip hop space are things that aren't talked about. The people who he's talking about are people who aren't talked about, and it is immensely valuable that someone who cares as much as Caltrops clearly does from the way he is writing is choosing to put that care into writing about this stuff. I think that is brilliant. Regardless of the critiques I may have for it or may not have for it, you know. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's an artist himself. He's an artist himself, and there should be some elbow room for that. Like, I find tremendous differences between him and Professor Sky, and you guys know how I feel about Professor Sky. Like, for me, Caltrops is, you know, it's a kind of Dada-esque in the tradition of, you know, Dada leftist work. It's an interdisciplinary spiral of just leftist interpretation that focuses on something he's been involved with for, if like me, the majority of his life. Like, he has historical perspective for a lot of these things, and also I think that this is just, you know, his blending of poetry, art, various forms of literary and musical critique, and it's like fucking fine, I guess. I don't know, you know, it's fucking fine. Like, I didn't see it as like theory, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
I didn't like, I don't necessarily like want to like extrapolate on this one quote and like make it what the whole thing's about, because if you read the whole piece, I enjoyed most of it, majority of it, but most of it isn't even about that main part. But I just thought this part was interesting because we've had this conversation in private with some of the artists who were even mentioned in this article. And I think the conflation, or not conflation, but how the separation of like certain type of rap outside of the realm of underground rap, in the sense of what we think of as like the fucking Billy Woods and Elucids and Open Mike Eagles of the world. I think I've mentioned it before, how like underground rap is now referring to the Xavier Zo based and the Laser Dims and stuff. And I feel like the separation from an artist perspective is not like what it's outlined to be. It's like in some ways it's old head shit, in like a older way that you would think about it, where these things don't cross lines like that. But I think like for you take a Millennium for example, I know Millennium fucks with Xavier Sobeys, and I feel like just on a creative level, not on a political level, like where he's like, oh, extrapolating this, he's a white guy, he doesn't fuck with ignorant niggas or whatever. But just on a creative level, I think trying to write that off so soon as like these are creatively separate from what these artists are doing is kind of missing what he outlined early in the article, which is this is music being majority made by Gen Z people in a social media environment where everybody is fucking into everything almost at this point. And I think that observation isn't being made as much in like writing. I haven't seen any like definitive writing about it, but most of the artists that I know, they like shit like Laserdem or Netspin, shit like that. So I don't know. I feel like you can't like write that off in a creative sense. I feel like some of that has to be introduced into the analysis along with the writers and poets and political figures that are referenced in the work. I feel like you also have to layer the contemporary examples in at some point.
Yeah. I guess that was kind of my main thing is like the seeming lack of understanding of those artists and the work that they put in to then comparing that with the that artists that we know being like, these guys work so much harder, and you know what I mean, like that kind of approach of it was kind of the thing for me. But yeah, as you said, I don't want the whole conversation to be just this one paragraph, what's wrong with it. I'm kind of curious though, like if we were to like in the vein of what Trey said there, being it's kind of there is a somewhat audible, like there is an audible difference between the artists that are labeled in that list who are also underground and the underground that we are familiar with and are talking about frequently, and kind of the usefulness of a term such as defrag to kind of like fragment, for lack of a better term, like these different people and groups into separate groups to be able to discuss them with more ease. I think I like as a vehicle for that, I think defrag is a really interesting and like has that element. I think it's really interesting. I think there's definitely, obviously there's a difference, you can hear it in between Contacting, Emergency, and most of the albums out there, you know, you can hear that, but
yeah,
kind of like it's kind of deciding on how we should approach separating those albums into their groups and what problems separating those albums creates is sort of where I think the underlying question of Defrag Rap is, and one that I don't think Caltrops is interested in answering, which is like, as Mega said, I don't think that's the point here, is to answer why it would be useful for this term to exist. It's sort of just to throw out a thing and then be like, what do you think of that? Yeah, you know.
Also, I also think in general, just like now more than ever, I feel like people, or at least artists, aren't like quite in love with labels in general, like any genre label or anything like that. I feel like across most music now, like even popular music, I feel like they don't like being contained into like a descriptive box.
Yeah.
And Caltrops does mention that in the article, being like, I know artists don't like this shit, but I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Look, I respect the attempt, because I do think there was, with how much great music came out of like our circles last year, or just over the years in general, I do think there was a need to like a piece like this where you like you
put it all in one place.
Yeah, you put it all in one place and give it a concentrated bit of appreciation.
Yeah, for sure.
That's probably the only thing that I like about it, is that he's just trying to create a shorthand to describe dope artists that we appreciate and tend to be closer within our circle of like creative spaces. You know, there's a saying like, all models are wrong, but some are useful. Another thing, like, the map is not the territory. And to be quite honest with you, I just this conversation and having it and and seeing some of the conversation, it's a lot more thinking about this than I ever really expected to do, because I to me it's like a, I don't know what the word limit on a tweet is, but it's just that it's somebody has a great idea, an idea that, yeah, they have an idea that makes sense. They formulate. I do that sometimes when I'm going off on tangents about an album. I know Dano does that. He's an ideas guy, and not all of it is meant to be like a one-to-one or very well. And I do. While I understand very clearly how it can be perceived as problematic, I also kind of just feel like, yeah, fuck all that other whack shit. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, Cass just be talking bullshit. Like, I really. It also segues into kind of my thoughts on my topic this week. Is like, there's so much stuff going on. It's just like a lot of it I just don't need to. And it would be nice if there was like a hyperlink that I could just click on that had only the dope stuff. And if it has to be a defrag hyperlink, then maybe that's cool for me. But ultimately, it's like a poem to me. It's like his work. It's just it's his artistic piece and his musings, and I like him for that insurrectionist approach. Like, don't engage with it unless don't engage with any of the black shit or electoral politics unless it is just to agitate. And I like ruffling feathers, and I'm all for him being like, so much shit out there is fucking banal, vapid, disgusting, McDonaldized, nasty culture stuff that we don't necessarily need to care about, whether or not it has some postmodern deconstruction person saying that it's good for this reason or not. Like, I Xavier's so based, like, I don't care. Like I absolutely don't care if his feelings are hurt or his fans' feelings are hurt, or even if Billy Woods came out and said that's his favorite artist. Like, it doesn't mean anything to Billy Woods' art. It doesn't mean much of anything to me whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But to your point, to bring it up Xavier's so base, just like I feel like on an aesthetic level, it's just like to write it off in a sense is interesting, because even like on a political level, I'm not a Xavier Zobe's fan, but like from what I've seen, like he's tapped in politically as well from things I've seen. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that can be missed when you're listening off name of rap that sounds like, nigga, you know what I mean, like not on like some Kendrick shit.
Are you saying he's like a leftist?
That's
saying
what,
he's just like a progressive.
Like I said, I'm not a Xavier Zobe's fan, but like apparently he's like kind of lefty-ish. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you know how I am
I'm
with
not
this
a fan.
shit.
I'll have to ask
like
Xavier.
AOC and Mamdani are not leftist to me, so I get kind of, I draw a different. I draw a different line.
I saw the look in your eye. You're like,
but I get it.
Okay, nigga, but you're left of everyone.
I mean, I'm not even an ultra. I'm like pretty nice. Right. But I mean, what
fucking tanky.
I definitely I like that term. It's like, for me, that term, people calling me that is kind of funny. It's like it's like the Native Americans being like, yeah, call us Indians. The only thing that does is just like highlight how stupid you guys were to get here and think you were in India. Like, call us Indians. It's y'all. It's on y'all. Like, I don't care. Use the term. Y'all dumb as hell. Whatever. But I mean, like, yeah, I'm pretty tanky. I'm pretty fucking. I'm a Marxist.
Like, aesthetically, the Caltrops shit, it is rooted in some old headisms, and I feel like it's only natural
for sure
that the younger people, including the people making the music, would have something to add to this. I feel like that just makes sense logically.
Like,
we had an old head conversation. Like there are pitfalls of old headisms, and they are present in Caltrops' work sometimes, but I don't think it's not the end of the world.
It's not to take away from his work. I just think it's a interesting point where like this is kind of something being paved by like typically younger people. Sure. So I feel like also having like the own terms to discuss like how the music is being made is also important, which is why I do like that he got interviews from all the artists involved on this as well and let them speak on the music.
He's one of the only people doing that, and like like go try to find a snot-nosed Salim type of interview that has as big a reach as him. And you know what he does with the pamphlets is also historically contingent. It comes from a lineage of radical, you know, production and art. And he is an old head, but like, you know, the one of the people he quotes like in that first kind of in the first piece is Frederick Jameson. And you know, Frederick Jameson is one of the most important voices of the, you know, about postmodernism and these things. And I've not had a conversation with Caltrops with Joe about his distinct political tendency, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me to even if he wasn't an old head to. No, even if it was,
I was assuming he was like mega woke like you because you talked to him on the side, so I'm like, oh shit, mega voucher for him.
I
must be a janky like him
because I vouch for him not because he's a homie, but like reading his work and the things he tied to, it's clear that he reads and it's clear that he's read theory, and also just the general approach is radical shit. So I wouldn't say that we're friends, but I would say he's a comrade. And you know, I do send him about $20 every couple of months, and every couple of months I get you know, I never ask for anything, and he always sends, and he never asks for anything. He's his comrade. His work,
cool.
Besides this, like, I think it's deeply important, and I agree. Like there are very few people that are approaching and taking what is done in the independent underground space. It's a blind spot for most hip hop historians and most, like even the company man, you know, Justin Hunt, and a lot of these guys just simply don't have the frame of reference because they were not necessarily involved in that underground grassroots move. And B-Dot, like, they don't talk about these things with the seriousness that it should be, because it is like historically contingent. It is also part of various radical traditions. It is also just, you know, some of the best music that's come out that never seems to get its appreciation. And you know, we do have people like Professor Sky who are highlighting this and who is great for doing that. But what he's doing, his political tendency is very clear to me in his work. He's very much a liberal. He very much comes from a postmodern deconstructionist approach. And I don't necessarily think that works as well as a materialist approach, which I see Joe kind of doing more. And and I think that Caltrops is spectacular in that regard. And also, you know, if like I like to talk shit about everything. I think that's important. A ruthless critique of everything in existence is primary. We have to have that approach for things, and it's good to be like, yo, kind of you a little bit tripping a little bit here. Yeah, and I think you're right about that too, also, KOSEY. But you know, at the same time, like, I'm busy reading like Gabriel Rockhole, like, you know, I'm reading other shit to have somebody try to pinpoint exactly what this new like supposedly emerging I don't see it as newly emerging. I just see it as
a kind of extension of the
technology produces the type of the way that we interact with things. It deepens it, and people are bored, you know, technologically.
Yeah, so you can just leave it at that. People are bored.
People are more.
They're gonna make some shit. Yeah, no, that's real.
I was starting to question as you guys talk, like, is he just making an emphasis on like this is a Gen Z type of movement? Because, you know, like, I don't know
earlier in the article.
I'm not exactly sure where Gen Z. How old is Gen Z then?
Gen Z,
are y'all Gen Z?
Gen Z? I'm Gen Z. We're Gen Z. Oldest Gen Z is like 20.
I don't know generations.
27 right now. I think oldest Gen Z is like 26, 27.
Ain't fucking Clutch like 50?
Clutch is an exception, but Millennium Gen Z, Ghetto Philosophers Gen Z. I think Shamar.
What about Celine?
Gen Z, Outside House is Gen Z.
Shamar's
Snotty,
middle 20s.
Snotty might be like upper Gen Z, barely. He might like be barely Gen Z.
I remember Sasko saying he like 38. I'm like,
niggas will be older than expected too.
No, I don't necessarily know if the age thing is. Maybe it's just the people making music. I don't know necessarily.
I wasn't exactly sure how it was defined, and he didn't write this like a a treatise about
Yeah.
Defrag. You know, it's not like a fucking, it's not like a dissertation about it. My man got like
That's
3
how I read it.
paragraphs. You know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
3.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's like 10 tweets. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
so yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, to me, it was just fun. It's like something I would do. It's like,
I mean,
you know, if
and,
I wasn't, you know,
fun things can.
Listen,
you know,
all good
about-
writing is
Yeah.
worth critique. You know,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like
It's-
you,
and it's
you
good
generate
writing.
some. He knew when he made this, he was generating conversation.
Yeah,
You
even you
generate
said
the
it at the bottom
conversation around
in
the
the
music.
footnotes, like, you know, like let arrows be thrown and shit. Like we gonna figure it out. We gonna fight. But yeah.
like,
Wait,
yeah.
I just want to quickly, because you seem to be tapped into Caltrops before we move on. What's like where would you like say the starting point on where I should read this? Because I'm interested in stuff now, obviously, because of this thing. Is it just click on a thing and then read it, click on a thing then read it, or is there like a I'd say this is
I would say
kind of thing.
look at no, I don't think there's a best work or anything. It is a kind of weird dot-esque spiral. Some things are going to hit you, some things are not. What I would do is I would find like some of his work. I would
I really
probably
like
look
the
less
recent
to
Dexter one.
I would look less to the interviews that he's doing and more towards his writing about albums. Like he's not trying to deconstruct albums. He's drawing connections on his experiences and also tying historical themes and lines and putting them together. That's why every single one of these starts with multiple quotes. Even in the Defrag shit, it's like Shaka Doom. What is the level of difficulty in this? That's fellowship. That's early fellowship shit. And it's like, find an album that you like that he's done, you know, a work on, and then see how you feel about it. It's like,
okay, what?
Yeah, it's interesting for that. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I have several. He's sent me several. Like I just reached around the studio and I found 3. You know, like he sent me several, and a lot of times I don't sit through and read them from front to back. I'll pick them up one day and I'll see him mention a work and how he ties it to something, and I'll just think about that. You know, there used to be this website called Fusion Anomaly in the early 2000s. It was all just hyperlinks. It was like you start reading about chemtrails and then you click on something that's about 100 monkey theory, and then you click on something that's about
with
the
you know, it's like you just go and everything
Superman.
is it's an interconnected Indra's web of just multiple nodes of information that can pull you in different directions and give you new perspectives. And that's also one of the things that makes him a great writer, is because he seeks to kind of break like poetry, it seeks to break the confines of meaning and create new ways for people to interact with the work. Like that's one of the really beautiful things about his art, and one of the reasons I wouldn't say he's like a journalist. I would say, you know, he's a writer, but he's a poet. He's a, you know, he's a rap face. He's all these things, and that's what's fun about it. So I would just start at an album you like and see what happens. Like, you know, even just looking at the Defrag shit, it's like you read that Jameson quote and you're like, yo, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Go read some fucking Jameson. Like that's how it happens.
I did enjoy. Yeah. I read 4 of the articles for this. I read all of the ones that said something about Defrag in the title, but like I realized quite quickly into it that Defrag wasn't kind of the main like point of them, obviously. No. But yeah, I read the birth of Defrag one, and then the one that like bring the harsh noise wall. Sorry. Then the defragility one, the Hester one. Yeah, that's one of the ones I read. Brilliant read. I'm like genuinely.
When he started talking about the album on that one, that was like that's one of my favorite Caltrops pieces I read.
I haven't got to the Hester one yet. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the Snot-Nosed Salim one. So yeah, that's where. Yeah. That's what I read, because it just said Defrag in the title, so I was like, okay, well, if I want to talk about this.
Look how he does even the Snot-Nosed Salim one. It's like it'd be like song number 13, flack, 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 flack. It's like, you know, it's like he's art. He's making art here, and yeah, man. Like again, you know, shout out, much love due. I like the guy.
Caltrops is a dope writer, talking about dope music, and a lot of these artists are actively on the grind, and you might even hear from some of them this year in 2026.
Trey does transitions, bitch. We're back.
I'm just here. I'm just
wait, Trey.
I'm
just here to see what we're looking forward to in 2026. What's on the horizon? You know, some people we haven't heard from in a while. One in particular that I was thinking of was Denmark Vesey. Now that I think about it, I don't know where the video came from. I know Luke B sent it to the RMPP server,
Shout out
because that
Luke
nigga
B.
has everything.
Hip Hop
Luke B has
Encyclopedia.
everything.
That nigga did not. That nigga has every video link interview you could ever need. Ask Luke B. He's there. He's got it. That guy is an encyclopedia, bro.
I don't know these people.
I'm telling
But,
you, man, Luke B. Mega, you'd get lost.
He tapped in, bro. This nigga knows everything, bro.
I logged in. I logged. Is a Twitter thing?
He is a Twitter guy.
I logged into Twitter once to look at.
As well.
Yeah.
I logged into Twitter once to look at a tweet because it wouldn't let me look on my phone unless I logged into Twitter. And then Trey started dragging me for hitting a like on some shit. like I really be on Twitter all the time and just not lying about it. Shit, I fucking hate it.
That you're betraying your beliefs by being on Twitter.
I'm so real, Mega. When I saw you send that tweet, I genuinely thought that you'd been like not lying about not being on Twitter, but had been on Twitter more than you'd let on. I was thinking there was like a secret
bro.
Like underground Twitter usage that you weren't telling the people about.
Yeah, it's like one of like I don't know when it happened, but for some reason I'm not able to look at tweets unless I'm logged in now or something like this. And it was like the first link of Twitter that I tried to like do in a long time. So like I logged in, I got the automatic login or whatever. And it was just like I hit the little like on Trey's tweet to show some love, and he gonna come back and drag me in the comments and shit. But I'm just not there. Like I don't even use it for mess. Like I'm on Instagram and shit to like message. Like people message me. I don't even use Twitter like that. I'll go into Twitter. I'm like, damn, I got fucking 14, 15 messages.
Shit sucks. So
yeah,
but yeah. He sent a clip of Denmark Vesty. Yeah. I forgot what it's called. He said the name. It's Love Luck something. It didn't sound like a real word. I'm not gonna lie. It sounded like a made up word, and it very well might be a made up word with Denmark. But album that is featuring Quelle Chris, Makami, Pink Seafood, and more. And Denmark's last project was in 2018, which is crazy to me.
Damn.
I was at Sun Go Nova.
Yeah. I fucked with Denmark for a while.
Same.
But I didn't appreciate him fully until the Arm & Hammer show in Orlando about it might be 3 years ago now. But yeah, seeing him live was like the songs translated in a different way, and I felt like I understood his approach as an artist more, and like the level of charisma he brings like to his tracks in general, and just like on a performance level. I'm excited to tap into the new project. I feel like, especially with it being so long, Denmark's an artist I feel like definitely like
would have used
like benefits creatively from that time. Yeah, I feel like he makes good use of that time.
Yeah,
being away of the spotlight, and also frequent Quelle collaborator. So I'm always fucking with Denmark in the yeah. It's gonna just drop on Mellow Music.
Oh, is that?
I don't know. Yeah, Mellow Music was going crazy in like 2021, 2022. I think they had
Mellow
some
Music
with the
going
label,
crazy
like
back in even the teens. It was going crazy.
I mean, they had like a little label mix-up thing recently, where like some people were like taking their stuff off the label. I don't remember it, but
I
remember Odyssey left.
Yeah, and Open Mike Eagle took a few of his stuff, and like he's finally gotten ownership of his albums back, and is like re-releasing vinyls for it. It doesn't seem like out of like a love lost situation. He doesn't. I mean, obviously we don't know, but I'm not gonna try and be like.
It didn't seem like that when I was reading it.
I was about to start hating a little bit, but I'll just leave it be because.
No, if you want to hate,
I've heard from a few places that they got some kind of questionable business practices or whatever, but they're also they put out a tremendous catalog of artists and have helped a lot of artists gain. It's a dialectical thing. It's like it's good.
I appreciate Mellow Music because like. Yeah, they provide the level of availability that they've had, like some of my favorite records at when I was getting into music. I appreciated that, how they kept shit up to stock and all of that. And the prices aren't crazy at all. Like they're like very good prices for like
they're doing really good for a while.
General vinyl and merch environment. So yeah.
And I also think like they're they're kind of instrumental to a lot of the careers of artists that I value a lot. So I'm not gonna as much as like,
distribution
dialectical, two things can be true. I see you. Yeah, I got into with Mark Vesey. The thing you said about like the thing that unlocked him for you was seeing him live. For me, it was just like he's just everywhere. He's on so many features all the time. Like his
Very
own solo
true.
work. Like I remember I listened to a bit of Quelle stuff. I mean, obviously a lot of Quelle stuff. And Vessie's on there. And then I was in that phase of checking out everyone's albums and whoever's features. And I remember not entirely being a huge Denmark Vesey fan when I got into his own stuff. And then as the years have gone on, he's just everywhere. He's featuring and everything. And then last year, was it last year? 2 years ago. Oh yeah, it's 2026. In 2024, that album, the Death Tape 2 dropped with the Cavalier.
He was an honorary third on there.
Yeah, and I remember that album there, that unlocked him for me. That was when I was like, okay, word, let me go check back his own catalog and like really get into it. And like, yeah, he's a dope ass rapper, and I'm really excited to see where he goes with it, because it's after 6 years, you can't even hedge a guess. You're not like, I'm not gonna make an assumption. I'm not gonna make an assumption on what he's been doing for the last 6 years. I'm just he can. I mean, no, 8 years now. No, 8 years. Yeah, I'm not gonna. After 8 years, it's just whatever comes out, and I'm gonna be there for it. You know.
Damn, 8 years.
8 years, nigga.
I think it's longer.
I got into him. He did an album with Gensu Dean a long time ago, and that's how I got into it.
Yeah, that one's good too. That one's good too.
I saw the name and I was like, oh, I got to fuck with this, because like,
which one are you talking about?
Leader,
I got
Gensu Dean joint. Whole Food.
Whole Food.
Aubergine.
Whole Food. Aubergine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll check that out.
But yeah, I got into him from that, and I just saw his name, and I was just like, of course I fuck with this. Like, you cannot name yourself Denmark Vesey, and you cannot just name yourself that and not be dope, because I don't know, the Black Seminoles will riot, like people will riot. Oh my God. No, but yeah, Denmark is
the silence.
He had to hold himself back from hating on you. He was I'll tell you a new one, bro.
You see it. Yeah, but no, like he's just dope, and I really appreciate him. And yeah, I'm excited for it. I thought Sungo Nova was really dope. I wish some of the mixing was better on that. I also wish that it was like a real full length type of album, because it was only like a 5-piece with beats. But Earl did some of the beats. It was really ill. But yeah, I like him for a lot of reasons, and I'm hyped for that. I heard that an album was coming out, but I didn't know the details were so clear. But yeah, that's dope.
Apparently he turned it in the last year, 2025. Funny story. Last time when I went to go see, last year when I went to see Woods, Denmark was opening there too. And mid performance, his wife calls. And he's like, "Babe, I'm recording right now." And she's like, "Oh," just put her on the mic. He's like, "Say hi." That was funny. His charisma. If you get a chance to see him live, I mean, he's funny as fuck in the music as well. But his stage presence when he's performing, like you are laughing your ass off in between tracks, because he's just so charismatic. So yeah, shout out Denmark. I'm excited for that.
You know, before Cav dropped, and then a lot of like newer people became fans of him, new people. I was saying like Denmark and Cav are some of the like most interesting, unique stylers who don't get credit for being super dope and interesting in the way that they style. And I'm excited to see. You know, it's like it's been 8 years, it's been like 10 years type of shit, you know, like for a whole new generation of cats to be like, who is this and how is it so dope? Because you've been putting it down super dope for a long time.
In general, like you said, people don't like appreciate how dope they are. Like even on the Quelle projects, on Quelle's album, some of my favorite verses are from those two. Like Denmark on Box of Wheaties. Fucking, I love that verse. Him on fucking In Case I Lose Myself in the Crowd. That is one of my favorite verses ever. That nigga is insane on that track. So yeah,
that's one of my favorite Quelle tracks. That's one of my favorite Denmark verses. Yeah, that song is amazing. Yeah. Speaking of which, I got two kind of choices for this. Go on, like both of the artists. I haven't heard if anything's coming out, but Death Fame came out in 2022, and I know we've got the Death tapes after that. We've also got him executively producing, you know, like Fly Anakin's album, but I need a new focused solo Quelle Chris
We
joint.
are due.
Because Death Fame is one of my favorite albums of the decade so far. Like, it is unassailable to me. It's amazing to me. It's one of the greatest pieces of work that I've heard. Like, it's just tremendous to me. And I just want new Quelle, like a new Quelle. 2022, that's kind of wild. That's a long time for a release.
That's a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a long time for release
considering
break.
the pace of his career, that is definitely like the I think, is that the biggest gap? It must.
I
be
think
up.
so.
Let me see. I gotta pull it up.
I mean, because
16,
he really
17, 18, 19.
like
Yeah, what's the biggest
around
gap?
Being You is great, and then it just started boom, 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 boom. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
obviously,
Depends how you want to count the death tapes, but like a solo Quelle experience.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
Been ages,
that and also Bus Driver. Bus Driver he released Made in Love a few years back, like 2 years ago, and he pulled it because he felt like it wasn't like whatever reason he said for pulling it, and he took it off of Bandcamp, and it hasn't been around. It's not on YouTube like that. It's just kind of like a negative. It's like not around. Luckily, I bought it and downloaded it, and I have it. But yeah, I would like a new Bus Driver album. He's been very quiet. I haven't even seen a tweet. Somebody shared a tweet from him, and he's been one of my favorite artists for, the last 25 years. 26 years or whatever, and yeah, I would like a new Bus Driver album. He's tremendous and amazing, and I want that.
Yeah, I never really got into him outside of like features. I guess I should. What would you recommend?
Bus Driver's an interesting artist because every single album is very different. Every single album is very different. It's he goes through. There's a lot of different career looks. There's a lot of different sonic qualities. There's jazzier albums. I would say,
isn't he in Cleaners as well? The joints with Kenny, or is that Self Jupiter? There's someone. But yeah, no, sorry.
He might
be
Cleaners
Self Jupiter.
Yeah, it is, but he might be on there. I don't remember, but yeah, like for me, the first album I got was the Elephant Man joint, and I got that when it came out. Temporary Forever is one of my favorites from him, and I think it's his second official full length album. I think Electricity Is on Our Side is a pretty good introduction to his work, but like he just has so many looks. And also for me, I know a lot of people have a hard time getting into Bus Driver because of his style and his voice, but like when you see Bus Driver live, it's like something clicks about the music and the kinetic qualities that make you appreciate him more. And he's an artist that I love, but I never recommend to other people. I'm never like, yo, listen to Bus Driver. It's just like he's one of those artists. Like I can like, for most of the artists I love, I can be like, yeah, listen to this. But every time I tell somebody to listen to Bus Driver, I feel like I have to put them on like a syllabus of what to do. And like,
I get you.
So, but yeah, I love Driver, man. I love Driver.
No, I get you. With on the Quelle point, like it's actually like I on the kind of idea of we need like a solo joint from him. It's because in most cases of other artists, I wouldn't be as like, oh, we need a solo like in comparison, because it's like, oh, we just got Death Tape 2. But like Quelle Chris is, I think, one of the other artists who I think thrives the most in an album context out of any MC that I'm a fan of. Like the way that Quelle forms albums and complete sentences and complete statements through an entire project is second to none. I don't think there's any other rapper who is doing as cohesive of work as Quelle is. And through these other like avenues, that element of his stuff that I love so much hasn't been able to shine through. So it's like definitely like, okay, word. I need a new album, man. We need a new album.
He has a tremendous ability to make like what seems like a concept album, but is not really like a concept album. It's just a cohesion that he puts together. And I think that's why what is it called? The Forever Story? That Fly Anakin shit. Forever Dream, excuse me. Forever Dream. I think that's also one of the reasons that album's so good. He's like an executive producer. It's like it just feels so cohesive and just like put together. Whereas like Death Tape 1 especially felt a lot like a lot of B-sides, or maybe not throwaways. I don't want to diminish it. I don't want to diminish it, but it feels like Death Fame stuff.
Let me see. Now y'all gotta go back and listen.
Wait, did you mean Death Tape?
Def Tape. Well, it's called
Yeah.
Black Cottonwood, but yeah, Def Tape 1.
Yeah, I don't like that tape. I don't like that tape.
You gotta lock in, nigga, bro. They are
I
rapping
like-
insane on that. Lock in.
I just don't like the
I
sound.
like how
I don't the
easily
sound.
like Cole can be like, yeah, I don't fuck with that. Like usually for me, I'm just a little bit more diplomatic
She
about it.
hurts me every
It's
time she
good,
does
but I
that
don't
shit.
care. But yeah.
I love Death Tape 2, so like it's not an issue. Death Tape 2 is
Yeah.
amazing.
Look, I gotta.
No, you're allowed to
It's-
not like shit.
it's-
Yeah.
It's the beats
No,
of
you're
Death
not.
Tape 1 for me. Like I know them niggas rap, bro. You don't gotta. I guess Quilly,
No,
Chris, and
but you don't
Cavalier. I know them
but you
niggas
don't
rap.
know.
It's
You're not
clearly
dialed
Trey-
in.
Trey-
You're
Trey,
not
Trey
dialed
be
in.
like, no, you're not. No, you're not. That is crazy. No, you're not.
That's how I know this nigga is Twitter, bro. He don't listen to me. He's
Look,
skipping
yeah.
over.
I
he's
got
skipping
the
over. He
discography pulled up. I just have
condenses
to,
everything I say
to,
into 140 characters. It's crazy out here, bro.
I have to read the discography. This nigga Quelle, niggas is more. Shotgun and sleek rifle. Ghost at the finish line. Innocent country. Lullabies for the broken brain. Being you is great. Everything's fine. Guns, Innocent Country 2, Death Fame, and then the 2 Death Tapes. Nigga, that is an insane discography. You said what?
Yeah.
When did Death Tape 1 come out? Because I swear it was like an old release.
2023.
No?
2023.
Oh, word. I thought it was like an old album when they put it out. Like I thought that was like an old ass joint. Okay,
to me, that shit sounds a lot like Death Fame. It sounds a lot like Death Fame.
I mean,
it sounds
Death
like a lot of
Tape,
B-sides. Yeah,
like,
it sounds like
almost an
B-sides from
extension,
Death Fame.
or at least I imagine it. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Quelle does because just on a conceptual level, like this run of albums from like Being You was great, the concept of that, and then Everything's Fine to Guns to Innocent Country 2 to Death Fame. He's such a wild card when it comes to making music that he has like, I don't know if people understand like how it's like sneakily eclectic his taste is. Like the shit he's doing on Innocent Country 2 with like Chris Keys, like just on a musical level, not even rap shit, just a musical level. He just a genius. So I feel like anything, like he could do anything next album.
Yeah,
next album, there's a chance the next
nuts.
album isn't even a rap album. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That shit could end up not being a rap album.
He put out that beat tape. So I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the new Quelle Chris
one. Yeah, I didn't peep that one.
I got the files for it if you want to hear it.
Quelle, like if somebody's like, yo, Quelle is my goat, Quelle is the goat, I'm fine with it. Every time Trey says that, I'm like, you're right. You're right.
What did you say?
Quelle is one of the best.
He's pirating music and sharing it online. Did you guys hear that?
Oh.
he has the files. He's trying to share them around. Sorry, my bad.
Got me.
I fuck with piracy.
Hey,
yo, send me the link. Send me the link. Send me the Google Drive link.
Man.
We fuck with One Piece in this household.
Be knocking on your door, man. I'm telling you.
I'm all pirating. Yeah.
Be careful.
No, not even like this is a parasocial shit. I'm gonna have a parasocial moment. But out of my favorite artists that like of music, I just like appreciate like on a deep seminal level. I feel like Quelle is the one artist that has never acknowledged my existence in any way, shape, or form. I think that's what that activates the standship in my brain. I'm like, yeah, this nigga is beyond me. He has so much aura, he cannot even. My fault.
No, I get you.
Yeah, Quelle is good. Shout out to Quelle.
Yo, did Jean Grey quit rapping? Is she not doing that anymore? Is that something that happened?
They quit rapping a minute ago, or they quit rapping a minute ago. Okay. They go by they now.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Were they married to Quelle?
Like audio tape shits. They were married to Quelle.
Okay.
I
don't know.
They weren't together, but like I'm not going to speculate on that because
I don't care. I just thought maybe y'all knew or didn't, but yeah, it don't matter.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, they haven't been rapping for a minute. I know they've done like some audio tape thingies, or they've also released a book. I know that. Yeah, I don't think they've been rapping for a minute.
Okay, word. In terms of my artists who I'm like interested in seeing a release of, I was really struggling with this question because I just kind of wait for shit to get announced. I'm not a sit around being excited for shit type of person.
Not
I'm like
stay up on Christmas type of person.
We'll no, I'm not. Shit happens when it happens, innit? And we'll get into that in the next thing. But like the main thing that I'm like looking forward to the most right now is that motherfucking that live and Kareem Riggins joint. What's it called? Yeah. For Your Pleasure or something. With Gina, like under the name Gina. The Pleasure Is Yours. Sorry, The Pleasure Is Yours by Gina, which is the collaborative group mastermind of Liv and Kareem Riggins. that album is gonna kill me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Like, I don't be excited, but I'm gonna die, bro. The two singles they put out are exactly the type of music I love, and I know that they're just gonna continue to build on that, and that the entire album is going to basically be the like what I've wanted Liv to do since her first like breakout album. Because it's like, for me, Liv, as much as I am like eternally a fan, I feel like her stuff like after Couldn't Wait to Tell You, for me, has been like lacking in that like really sharp focus that album had. And I could definitely see the direction with these two singles that Kareem Riggins is bringing back that focus just at a point and creating some amazing music, and it's going to be a brilliant album. I'm so excited for it. But fucking February 27th or some shit, why are you announcing an album that's gonna like a million years away, man? Don't do that to me.
That's gonna
This is why I don't be excited for shit. This is why I don't be excited.
I gotta read this track name. Track 3 on the Live album is Left the Club. Like, really, nigga? I just like that.
That's hard as shit. That's hard.
I don't know why I be hating on Kareem Riggins. I don't know how this entered my mind, but every time I hear his name, I'm like, yeah. I mean, not to diminish your joy, but I mean, every time I hear his name, I'm just like, I don't know why. I don't know why.
You know, like the you know, like the Mad Lib Jazz albums, the Pardon Your French, Pardon My French, and YHWH is Love. Those are brilliant records. Wow. You just don't fuck with the guy.
It might have something to do with like Dilla or I don't know. Like, there's something in my head is just like, I'm okay. I'm okay.
That is one thing. When I was listening to I was going, because I'm not like a big Kareem Riggins like fan, other than outside of them joint tears and Madlib. I'm not like super uber familiar. So I was listening to them, and on Alone Together, there is just a skit where they're just like kind of naming a load of important rappers, and Dilla is brought up in conversation with Kareem, and like his importance as a like intermingling figure with Dilla was brought up. And I'm like, that's a crazy thing to put in your debut album, man. Like, what? Like, not to say he shouldn't like put audio clips of people talking about him, but I'm just like, I'm raising an eyebrow. That's 2 eyebrows. There we go.
I'm telling you, something like
that's a fire eyebrow raise.
My spider sense be tingling a little bit.
I can't do it.
He's trying to do the people's elbow. Can you smell what the co is cooking?
It's important shit out here, man. You know, we do have fun. So your general, like, what's your beef with Kareem, bro?
I don't know, and to be honest, I don't really care. I'll check out the Live album for sure, because I like Live quite a bit. I don't go back to her music too often, but every time I listen to it, it's tremendous. But I'll check it out for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. I will. Tentatively planning to check that out.
I'm going to make you listen to it, because I'm going to talk about it in a way that's going to be annoying enough that you're like, okay, fucking sure. Because I'm going to be talking about this album non-stop. Yeah, there's that. And then another artist as well that I'm interested in. There's this guy I know, and he's like always saying he's a rapper and shit. And so far, I don't think there's any proof of this. And he's talking to me right now. Trey does. Drop the fucking out. What's happened to him? Are you dead? Are you alive? Drop the fucking music, man. Do it.
Listen,
it's 2026, the year of Trey Does rapping.
Good things take time, but yes. Hopefully a lot of music. Listen, a lot of shit has happened. I had to like rediscover my whole writing process. I had to rediscover why the fuck I wanted to make music in the first place. It's been a spiritual experience.
Okay.
And I walked through it, and it's led me to this moment. And you know, there's a saying, everything happens for a reason. I cannot control, I cannot will things. I cannot force things to happen how I want them to happen. I have to experience it. I have to live it.
That's
2026 will be the year.
I heard that you only started rapping because you didn't want to be known solely as a Twitter nigga. That's the only reason you started rapping, right? That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, yeah, I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for that album. I can't review it on Secret House because I don't review friends' albums like that. So
you don't review friends' albums?
Who said I wanted you? Who said I wanted you to review it? Huh?
I want Jet to review it. I'll let Jet. I'll just sit and look at Jet.
Just let Jet in a room and be like, man, I fucking hate Trey. I hate Trey. I hate Trey. No, you know what? To be fair, I mean, it's 2026. You don't need to hate Trey anymore. If he starts rapping, we might start liking him. You know, this might be the time. Trey does. If you drop a good album, we might not be able to hate on you anymore.
I might recover my negative PR.
Yeah, I feel like my respect has slipped a little bit in the Rap Music Plug podcast Discord, so I'm keeping it different this year over there. I got a little bit too loose and friendly with people, and a lot of people in there I don't even know, and they just like, yo, mega crashing out. I was like, nigga, you don't know me. I'm having fun. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt. So I was like, yeah, I'm slipping a little bit. People think I'm not serious. I'm gonna be real serious this year.
Yeah.
All right, now listen. I gotta slip this bonus one in here. I'm not gonna lie. I could call it right now that this will be my album of the year, and that will probably be guaranteed it, because that's how important this possible album is.
LP.
It's been on the horizon for a minute now.
Oh.
No. Elucid Said Bash. This shit it should be dropping this year, and I need it, bro. Ever since I told Bessie these niggas have been a match made in heaven with Bunny Child, the second that shit hit my ears, oh my god, these niggas can't miss. Then you go to Impasse. That's one of my favorite Elucid songs. Nigga, that's crazy, bro. How did he make that? And then you go to Stocking Caps on the fucking label B-Sides joint. Crazy. These niggas they work in Switchboard. He has some production on Switchboard as well on the fucking We Buy Dieback test strips. Every time these niggas work together is like I don't know what it is, but Elucid dances on Seb Bash's production in such a specific way that, like, the moment I heard Buddy Child, I'm like, yeah, these niggas gotta do an album together, because like they just work like that.
Who produced Betamax? Is that Pudge?
Pudge, yeah, that's okay. Pudge.
I'm really excited for that album, just off of like strength of I Told Bessie, and also like the snippets I've been hearing on Twitter.com. But yeah, it just like generally I love
Twitter.com.
generally, obviously, Elucid is one of the best ever of all time ever. And it's like impossible for me to be like, oh, Elucid's gonna drop something I don't like next, or Elucid's gonna drop something that doesn't deserve me giving my full attention to it for at least a week type shit. Like that's the way he works. It's the way he operates. I'm excited for the album. When it comes out, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, cool. Hell yeah, I'm gonna listen to that shit. And also I'm interested because like I don't has Seb Bash done like a full producer album before?
He did the Ty Ferris album. It's not just Ty, but like
now I look like an
rap shit, but it. Sorry, I think he has a series with Ty Ferris. But yeah, it's more like co-rap shit, but that project was dope.
How do I spell that?
I forgot what it's called. Like Fluorescent Mud. That's what it was. But that album was dope.
Ferris with an A, I think.
Oh, he had a beat tape too. That beat tape was I forgot what it's called. It's Bandcamp only. But Seb Bash, I'm gonna find.
You're gonna have to send me a link to this shit. I can't.
I'll send it to you.
I ain't got hands, you know. It's one of them days.
But hold on.
When it comes to artists like that, like I don't really get super crazy excited for like a new Woods or a new Arm & Hammer like that. I don't know. It's like they release a lot. You know, it's like Mike. It's like, oh, another Mike. Yeah, Word Life. I'm looking forward to artists that are not dropping. Is kind of what I'm thinking with this. Like I want a new LP album. I want a solo LP album. I want shit. I still want the Despot
album, bro. Where is Love You Lucy's? Come back. We need you. Oh my gosh, we need a new album from Love You Lucy's, bro. Because I was re-listening to just like he dropped this like live video of him performing this Untitled joint. And that is like one of my favorite songs I've ever heard in my life. And it's only the only place it exists is the middle of this like live performance shit. And it's so great. But like the second verse of it is one of my favorite verses ever. I'm gonna send you guys this after this. It's on like some ear coffee or something, I think the place is. It's an amazing performance. And I like the fact that that's the only place I can hear this shit, and that it's not out on not streaming, but like Bandcamp and shit, not out on like a cassette I can hold in my hands and shit. Yeah. Disrespectful. How dare he? Yeah. How dare he not give me all the music that I want at all times and not like live as a human being out in the world and shit? Fuck you.
Yeah. Shit. After the Tomorrow King shit, like I want more Posse albums. I want Bruiser Brigade album with all the Bruisers. You know, like Squad B and all the Bruisers. I want a sketch album, a solo sketch album again. Like, yeah, there's just I like if you dropped last year, I'm not really like twisting my nipples waiting for your new album to drop.
We need a Still Rift album.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Breezy Bruin album. Like that's what I need. Those like yeah.
Bro, I feel like we've been supposed to like since like 2023. I feel like a Breeze Bruin album on Backwoods has been imminent, but like I still have a feeling it's happening. But like
this kind of why I don't be excited for shit, man. Because it's like you know I've been waiting for that Still Rift project and it's not come. I'm not waiting no more. If I'm gonna wait around and be excited, I'm gonna be here like, oh please Still Rift. Like I'm not doing that. What do you think this is? Like,
yo, I've been waiting for a Despot album for 20 years, yo. Like 20 years we've been waiting for Despot. I'm still nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm not waiting no more, man. I ain't waiting no more.
I feel you.
Real quick, I want to say I'm gonna make an appeal to the casuals because because I'll read the comments.
Cole.
No, I'm not like that. I mean, our casual commenters,
gonna be crazy.
Our casual people that listen to the podcast. Because reading the comments over the years, I'm assuming everyone is just as tapped in as us, but like niggas are not familiar with some of the artists we've mentioned. So I'm like, oh, we should probably like preface with more context. So if you listen to all this shit, and you're like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't know who these people are. Alchemist says Seb Bash is the best producer. So if you fuck with Alchemist, you should tap into Lucid and Seb Bash. That's my connective tissue to pique your interest.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, if that would have convinced you, you should not be listening. You
can say that, but we got a whole.
If you were sitting back and being like, man,
listen,
these niggas are telling me that this album's good, but that might be good, but I don't really give a fuck. Wait, the Alchemist said it might be good. Like, if you're doing that,
got all types of niggas.
Don't be watching this shit, man. They shouldn't be. Niggas listening. We need less niggas.
Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. Even if you don't know how great Elucid is, even if you haven't listened to Quayle's entire discography, you should listen to that.
I don't agree with that. Okay.
What do you mean you don't agree with that, nigga? Okay.
I don't agree with that. I think these niggas. No, I know. Wrong part. I mean, I don't agree that niggas who haven't listened to Kelly's discography should be fans of us. You know what I mean? Like, you guys got to lock in. You specifically, Halsey, I know you haven't. I know you're still working through it. Hurry up. Yeah. I'm going to start doing that more often. Just talking to very.
Oh, yeah, this was the comment. It was a comment that made me say that. He said, never heard of B-Nuts. He said, y'all got me hyped to listen to Fatboy Sharif. So he never heard Fatboy Sharif. And the shit they got me, I'm not hating on his commentary. I didn't know this was humanly possible. A sentence that could be said. He said, I'm not sold on some Sun Mundi. I'm like, nigga, who has died? What? He has to be the first person in history to say that sentence.
No, I mean, I've been in. I mean, I remember before the albums were out, when only Midnight Oil was out. I remember the people were a little bit like on Samundi. I remember that time. You know, just from the Twitter shenanigans I was a part of.
I wasn't in the space like
at that time. I was in the wrong spaces. I was in the wrong spaces with the wrong people, and they said some evil things.
Evil is crazy.
I see Meg out here mad disappointed.
I'm serious this year. I'm not gonna laugh no more. I told myself I'm not gonna laugh on this podcast business. No more. No funny business. No deeply serious.
New year, new mega, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
New year,
I'm not twisting my nipples to this.
New year, new mega, and some of us have new listening habits, which is crazy. You know, a lot can change in the year. The way we engage with music, the avenues of which we prefer to listen, how much music we listen to. A lot can change over the course of the year. And Mega wanted to get into our listening habits as of recent and how they may have changed.
I couldn't really think of a topic and shit. So it was like, all right.
I like this topic though, because this is something for years that I feel like I wouldn't really had an answer to, but I feel like this past year I actually have an answer to it.
I like doing Secret House. Like, I always try to tap in and being in certain online spaces, Discords. Like, you wanna catch up and listen to things that people are really enthusiastic about. But I've decided this year I don't give a fuck. Like, no matter how excited you are, like, that's great. I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, I'm just not going to go out of my way to listen to shit anymore. I kind of decided after the last Kendrick album, it's like, I like Kendrick, but I think I'm kind of good. You know, like, I don't really need to, like, tap in on First Day anymore. Like, I just don't. Like, I'm not all that interested in it. And I'm realizing, like, that idea that's like, people are like, you got to listen to it, this is great, it's wonderful, listen to it. Like, nah, I don't think I'll be doing that this year. I appreciate, like, you know, like, there's a few key people whose taste I know I could rely on and be like, all right, Anthony Fantano said this is the best rap album, I'ma listen to it. But, you know, there's a few people that say shit that I might, but yeah, for the most part, I'm just done. Like, you know, like, I'll tap in here and there. I don't know, maybe a Backwoods album comes out and it's like, I'm late, like 3 weeks late on it. Like, yeah, it's like, it just happens.
Okay,
I think that's the biggest thing. I'm just kind of like, I feel like super inundated, like, so up to my fucking neck in things that I have to do and things that I need to pay attention to. And I think part of it is like this fear of missing out. Like, you want to be a part of conversations. You want to, you know, be able to communicate. Is this nigga Trey sleeping on me again?
No, nigga, I'm just leaning back, bro.
Why, KOSEY? Why he only lean back when it's me talking? You don't ever do that shit when it's you.
Still hear your words. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I don't ever just like.
No. I caught Trey last week, man. That nigga was not last week. Last time that nigga was drinking Buzzballs and shit. Like, you know, that's what we need him to be on to survive now. He can't stay awake if he's not on him, man.
Nah, I'm not even sleeping, bro. Not even sleeping.
It's crazy. No, but Megan, what you're saying is mad relevant. Like, I think being in, especially if you're in like a community of folk who are constantly talking about shit, it's super easy to be like, oh, they're talking about this thing, I want to talk about this thing, let me listen to everything these people are listening to. And then you end up like, one year you'll listen to like 8 Boldy albums and you're like, man, what did I do with my time? You know, like, what did I do with my time? You just
I listen to none of them.
You end up just like just putting your time into bullshit you don't give a fuck about, when there is already so much you give a fuck about that is out there, and already, like, you can listen to this at any time. Like, like, for me, I keep on thinking, like, I've been doing this recently. Every time I look at an album that's coming out, I like, okay, I could listen to this, or I could go listen to an album that I already like quite a bit and gain a bit more understanding of this album. And it's like, it's the old albums are beating out a lot now. The old albums are beating out a lot. I think the Nakama joint from last year and the .dev joint from last year are the only things that are making it through. They're the only things that are making it through, man. That, like, but I generally have less time for new music because my life is busier, and I have less time for old music as well. I have less time for the music I already enjoy. So I got to throw about my time a little more, especially, you know what I mean? And in the way that is manifesting is, I've listened to the Love Ulysses album like 4 times this year, and that's like it. I think the albums I've listened to this year are the Love Ulysses album, Descendants of Cain. I listened to that one time.
Dropped this year for real. So
yeah, 2026 is washed. Hip hop's washed, bro. It's crazy. Right. 2026 is not the hip hop, man. It's fucked. It's freaking crazy. Yeah, but generally, I'm listening to just a lot less that's actually coming out, and I think that's going to only get more. I think I'm getting old. That's what it is. I'm getting old. I'm getting old, man. I can't keep track with the new.
There's just anymore, too much. Man. There's just too much of everything. There's too much of everything, except for rent money. Like, everything else, we have too much of, and it's just like, that's how I was feeling when I went to Cali. I was like, why are there fucking 52 different types of energy drinks here? Like, how many flavors can y'all create? Like, it was
capitalism,
just too much.
The enterprise of capitalism is about choice, Mega.
We
believe in the freedom of choosing, not like you woke Japan cucks who have canceled immigration so much that the population is dying now.
Yeah. See, yeah. Fuck you, Mega. Fuck you.
My sister got, like, not even exaggerating, she had like 12 different type of toothpaste, yo. I was like, today, what do I want to do? It's like, oh, I need a mint blast. I was like, Like, yo,
These
no, I mean, it's like
strawberries
not
today.
even flavors, like different things. They do like different things. Like this one is like, I don't know, like align your chakras or some bullshit.
That's
Like,
crazy. It's
know
crazy
what the
because they
toothpaste
all
was
have the
doing.
exact same ingredients.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, everything is so overwhelming. Like I need, like, man, I needed so much quiet time when I was there. I just like stopped talking to people. I was just like, I'm
And
fucking
why
done.
why
It's
you
like,
stop
You
talking to
know it's
people?
bad if Megan stops
Were you
talking.
listening to music? Was it like were your listening habits being explored, or was it just were you just sitting there like pure silence, just some alone time? Like, you know, we
I mean, nah. When I was there, I did a lot of reading when I was there. So I was listening to like, you know, music for airports, like, you know, no music,
Look at that sub.
like music that like, you know what I mean? It's like it's just like not there. It's like, you know, like, yeah, just
Wait,
so I can
why am I
focus.
just now seeing Megan's name?
Because I'm a
Oh,
pirate,
shit.
man. I'm sneaky.
But
Oh shit!
also that's stolen valor, but also it's tough, so I'll let you get away with it.
You gotta
My man
put a
said
dot next to the
stolen
D, by the
valor.
way. I'm just saying it's D with a dot next to it, just so you know, Mega. Just so you know. Just correcting
I do.
you know.
I
They're
do
gonna
what I
be on
want.
your ass in the comments. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting
Yeah,
you
I
know.
do what I want.
Poser.
Yo, you have no idea the type
Listening
of
habits.
thievery. Yo,
Oh yeah,
you have
yeah.
no
Let's talk
idea
about the topic or
how
whatever.
much I've been stealing.
Oh,
I'm
and you're-
done.
and-
That's it. That's it for me. I'm done. Like,
Megan Van Co.
Hey,
You
Trey,
take it
what's your
away.
listening
Eric.
habits? No, I've done my shit,
I
man.
was
You're
saying-
the
oh,
one.
okay.
You're the one who's lying back,
Shit.
not listening. Look
Now
in.
listen.
hold on. I gotta get
Listen.
ready for this shit. Hold on.
Oh, what do you mean gotta get okay?
Trey, go. He can hear you. It's fine.
I can hear you.
Is it okay? Yeah. Okay, maybe I'm sorry. My fault.
You all right? You all right?
Anywho,
I'm just saying it hurt. It might have hurt my feelings a little bit, but it, you know.
anywho, I'm sorry. I will. You guys will have my full undivided attention.
Trey,
So
take it
over
faster,
the
bro.
years, I've been a devout earbud warrior. I'm always on the in ears. You know, 2022, I started doing the listen to a new album every day shit. I listened to so much music then. Anything I saw, I was just latching on to it. The following year after that, I listened to like fucking no fucking music. I picked my favorites. I only listened to that shit. I listened to like no fucking music. I've been listening to more music progressively, but what I've noticed is I feel less of a need to obligatorily tap into everything. I don't know why, but for so long, I've just always had this notion that like when it comes to like my peers in the group, I just wanted to do my due diligence and listen to everyone's shit. Cause I don't know. I wanted to be able to talk about their stuff and appreciate it and shit. And I still tap into some people's stuff, but I've kept it more strictly to things that genuinely catch my eye, and I'll check it out on that basis. But also going back to the in-ear point, this year found myself driving to work way more, and that has led me to listen to music via speakers way more. And I feel like that genuinely changed what music I went to day to day. Like genuinely, if I listen to music like I normally did, my album of the year last year was The Passionate Ones by Nourished by Tom. If I listened to music like usual in my in-ears, it probably would have been like Contacting or like Emergency or some shit. But just listening to music in that like out loud format and like just having it resonate, I feel like it's changed what music I go to. It's changed what new releases I check out. I'm like, is this conducive to this atmosphere? I find myself chilling. I put less emphasis on lyrics. I still pay attention to lyrics, but like I'll just let the music wash over me more. And which is crazy because I never thought I'd be that person, because every time people would say shit like that, I'm like, bro, how can you do that, bro? You gotta listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, I'd be like, you're missing so much of it. But it's like, you know, in the like culture we live in, where you know people are dropping all the time, and you got so many things to pay attention to. It's like I can't know every album's lyrics all the time. You know, sometimes I gotta be doing other shit.
Right. You're gonna listen to fucking bump car in the whip. Like, come on.
I mean, I don't be driving. I'm anti-car personally. You know, shout out public transport. But I definitely can understand what Trey's saying in terms of like the way that would change my listening habits and what he's arguing right now, bro. He's getting in a fight. He's boxing.
Yeah.
Mom, get out of my room. I hate you.
I told you I want my skateboard at the shop, bitch.
I hate y'all niggas, bro. No.
Get out of here now, Mom!
You didn't even buy me a new Xbox.
I hate y'all niggas, bro. No, it was my brother, bro. It was my brother.
I said I wanted a blue Labubu.
I hate y'all, bro. No, it was my brother, bro. It was my brother. It's his birthday. He coming over here trying to get his obligatory happy birthday. He think I'm getting him shit for his birthday, like he get me shit for my birthday. Fuck this nigga.
I want the gray Labubu. I'm a little boo-boos, bro. My daughter, man.
My stomach hurts.
This is fucked up.
I hate y'all niggas.
Get out of here now, Mom.
I saw Trey. He's just going like this. I saw Trey. He's just there going like.
I forgot what we were talking about. You know? And the Bob. And the fucking Bob.
I was
listening to music out loud.
He just threw me up completely. God damn.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. When you listen to like underground rap in like a car with like a decent system or whatever allowed, you realize that a lot of the mixing on some of these albums is just not conducive to being bumped in the whip. Like, man, like a lot of these albums are just not good for the whip.
No, I be trying. I've been doing the car test recently. My mom's girlfriend, she has a car with an aux in it, and it's changed my life. It's changed my life. I'll be in there bumping my mates, and I'm like, oh shit, you know what? Maybe I'm good at this shit. Maybe I can make music. I'm telling you. If you put Black Joy Volume 2 when that shit comes out, if you put that shit in the whip, you'll crash your car. You'll crash. You're gonna be bumping that shit. Like,
don't wish that on me, bro. Don't wish that on me.
Driving is so stressful. That was one of the scariest things for me when I was in Cali. I wasn't worried about getting shot or killed. Bro. I was worried about being on a highway with fucking trucks that were fucking humongous trucks.
I've never liked the act of driving because you are putting so much faith in other niggas' hands. Like, there's some things where, like, as long as I do what I need to do, I'm good. Driving, you are literally you are giving your fate to random people and hoping that they are not stupid.
Yeah. I look back and I was like, yo, I was gonna get a motorcycle when I was younger. I was like, nah, I'll be dead by now.
Crazy. I ride my bike places, and I'm like in the UK, yeah. Like for a significant amount of my journey, there is a separate bike lane that is separated by an actual there's thing blocking
like echo
people
bars
getting into my lane. Sometimes there's like a whole like actual like concrete slab blocking. Nigga, I'm still fearing for my life. There's not a single time that I'm riding down. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm safe. Right. These niggas are crazy.
Yeah. What is your bike's name?
Elaborate.
Bike's name.
Like, dude,
what is your bike's name? Oh, you haven't named your bike? You gotta name your bike just like a boat.
Tyler the Creator, bro.
My bike's name is Bike Tyson.
Oh, that's tough.
Bike Tyson.
I have a bike. I haven't had a bike since I was like 12.
You're gonna get back to me next time. I'm gonna return. I'm gonna have a name for my bike.
You got to name your bike just like if you have a boat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's hard. Okay, I'll think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bike Tyson, man. Like we about to get out. It's winter right now, but
Bike Tyson.
Is this topic done?
Yes.
Man, fuck you, Trey.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing about Trey's mom coming in the room again.
Nigga, it was my brother. I hate you.
I told you I want my skateboard out the shop, bitch. Oh man,
white kids are crazy. Though. Like it literally looked exactly like some like stop motion shit.
I was like, what's going on over there? I was like, is his mic off?
He was muted. Just
I'm muted. I'm like that probably looked. I gotta go back and watch this with the video.
Trey, it probably so funny, bro. I'm talking to Mega, and I was like, I just couldn't focus on the conversation because you were just there going like.
I was reading his lips. Get out of here now, Mom.
I hate y'all niggas.
No, actually, I'm gonna get in
Recommend-
trouble for my wife. Like, we were recording later. Like, my wife is going to sleep. She got work early in the morning. She'd be like, "You're fucking too loud." And it's like, we live in Tokyo, so the apartment is kind of small. You know what I mean? She probably hears everything that I'm saying right now because I talk loud. And yeah, also I'll be screaming shit like. Yeah.
Tell her it's Trey's fault. He did it.
Yeah, Trey wanted to go watch Mission Impossible audio engineering master.
Man, I was that reminds me, nigga. I was at my fucking lecture this morning. They had. I'm not trying to bait that guy out, but they did say it was the guy from it who made the score for Mission Impossible, and it was specifically the score for Mission Impossible 5. Like, I feel like I got hoed. I feel like I got hoed. It was a good talk. He has a lot of interesting stuff to say. But when he was like, "Yeah, I wish," and then I came in and I did this, I was like, "Wait a second, you didn't do the first one?
You thought? I mean, like, the first one came out in like the 60s, right?
Nigga, I don't know anything about movies. I don't watch them shits.
Okay, I got to get on that.
I'll consider
recommendations.
Yeah, I was getting my recommendations out my bag and shit. Okay, I got two this week. Behold, I got books and shit. Christmas haul. That's what we do out here.
Oh, you got the Lesser K. Spence book.
Yeah, I
got the Lesser K. Spence book.
Yeah, because after we did that topic on episode 3, the neoliberal one, this book just came up in a lot of the research I was doing, and I was like, I should probably read it with my eyes and shit.
It's not bad.
And it's not bad. Okay, cool.
No, it's not bad.
I'm gonna read this as fuck. It kind of seems I haven't read any of it yet. I haven't read any of this yet, but it seems like it's just gonna be like an interesting dissection on how a lot of politics in specifically hip hop and around black politics and black media in general is neoliberal as fuck, and that's like
he kind of traces a lot of the trajectory of how neoliberal politics has affected the black community in art and culture. It's a good read. Lesser K. Spence is he's really good. I'm not exactly sure about his political tendency, but he is left. So yeah, pretty good.
Word.
I do have some critiques about his some of his other work, but Knock the Hustle was Knock the Hustle, right?
Yeah.
Knocking the Hustle.
Yeah. Against the neoliberal turn in black politics.
Yeah. He has another one called like Into the Darkness, which is more hip hop focused. But yeah, it's good.
Okay, word. Hell yeah. Yeah, well, that was literally, I just got that because it came up in our neoliberal conversation, like when I was actually researching beforehand. So I put that on my book list, and then every year I just send my mom my book list, and it's always like 8 books long, and I get like 2 or 3 of them. And this was the one I got this year. And I got this as well. Detroit, I Do Mind Dying. Is that backwards for you guys, or is that the right way around?
No, it's the right way. Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Yeah, Detroit, I Do Mind Dying. I don't know much about this book at all, other than that it's like I know like the blurb and
live in Detroit.
What? Shut up, man. Yeah, it's like kind of a kind of history and like accounts of black workers in Detroit, like post civil rights movement, kind of seeing how they came and were a very important part of the change in culture and I don't know much about the book. I haven't read it yet, but it's like focused on a very specific group. Let me find it. Oh shit, we're nearly there. We're nearly at the forward. It is focused on the League of Revolutionary Black Workers. And I got this recommendation through I read H-Rap Brown's book Die Nigga Die, and that was a very interesting read. And through reading that, I talked to a friend about it, and he was like, he kind of found this to be a sort of companion piece that is talking about the history that H-Rap Brown's place in the. Oh wow, I've completely forgotten what group he was a part of. Whatever group H-Rap Brown was a part of, I don't read very well. So he was kind of talking about like this is talking about a very different approach to revolutionary action and organization than H-Rap Brown and stuff like the Black Panthers and NWSB, like those kind of groups. So this is a more study in like specifically the workers thing, like being more of a like class consciousness and approach to create a kind of socialist movement, which is kind of different from the more nationalist approach of the like Black Panthers and stuff. I don't know it yet. I haven't read
That's
it. So I'm not trying to give like a book review, but I'm enjoying what I've read of this so far, and I'm gonna get more into it.
Tight. I have
Nigga,
a book. I have a book that I just recently started reading again, or not again, reading as well. It's called A Short History of Trans Misogyny by Gil Peterson, Jules Gil Peterson.
Trey, bro, you.
I'm sorry.
This nigga Mega gonna kill you, bro.
It just flew off my tongue, bro. I was thinking.
You can't not.
To be clear, I make no concessions about my position about trans people, despite me making various and numerous mistakes on people's pronouns. I'm very, very confident in my politics when it comes to the trans community. But I'm just reading this one just to sharpen up a little bit, and also so I can poke you in the fucking eye later. I mean, no, I'm not. I was just like, a lot of my much of my reading doesn't really center on this, and it was just a short book that somebody recommended to me, and I just thought, all right, 700 pages, that's easy work. Let me go ahead and start the year off with this. I am reading a couple other books, but this is the one that I haven't started yet, and I'm going to get to. So,
oh yeah, I remember. I don't know. I think what was it? What is it? Yeah, Bleach Alternative. A while ago, sent like a big list of like Black, queer, trans adjacent books and readings and articles and and I have now, upon you mentioning this, remembered that, and I'm going to be reading those. So if anyone wants me to share, if any of you guys want me to share those with you guys as well, those are a few things I'm going to be reading over the next few weeks, because those are, yeah, I never got around to them, but I do respect Bleach a lot, and I need to read more because I'm not good at it.
I'm interested in queer theory and a lot of theory, but there's not very many who come from a Marxist materialist position, and I'm more interested in that in my general reading. But yeah, this I'm not exactly sure what the political tendency of this is, but I hear it's beautifully written. So let's go ahead and
identity reductionism.
You're so annoying. Nigga, bro, I see your face each time. You're just like, man, this nigga Trey, I gotta kill him.
I don't know. I think I've forgotten more theory than Trey's ever read, so I'm okay with it. I have been reading theory for like 25 years at least, so yeah. But no, I mean, like, that's besides the point. Like, I just heard it's a beautifully written book, so that's why I kind of want to read it. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you got going, Trey? What are you doing?
Trey's gonna be like, I've been watching.
Did you finish that Fanon book yet?
After almost 3 weeks, I have not finished it yet. After almost 3 weeks of not having a recommendation, I finally have recommendations. I have two.
Oh shit!
I have two. The first is a Koreatown Oddity album, but not any album. So I was listening
Dominic
to
Nosebleed.
I was just listening to it because I'm like, it's been a minute. I'm gonna listen to it. So I played that, and I was thinking, I'm like, man, how have him and Quelle not had a song together? These niggas are the same type of weird. I'm like, it just makes sense they would have a song together. And I'm like, searching. I'm like, these niggas have never made a song together. So I tweeted out, tagged both of them, and I'm like, that's crazy. Maybe this should happen in the future. But little did I know, Koreatown Oddity replies with a video playing a song with him and Quelle. And it's from an album called Vivians. It's a Koreatown Oddity album.
Okay, yeah.
Produced by Men Design. I don't know how to say MNDSGN. I've seen their name around.
Design.
Yeah,
Mind Design. Yeah, Ringo, that's the homie.
I thought it was Mungazin for years. I was reading
Mind Design.
Yes, album produced by Mind Design. And this shit's lost media damn near, because the only way it exists right now is via a YouTube video or re-upload. It was uploaded like in 2015-ish. On a label with Mind Design and somebody else, but apparently the label dissolved and they scrubbed it from like everything ever, Bandcamp, all that. So it's only the YouTube re-upload. But yeah, the track with Quelly on there is dope. Zero's on there, Zeroh. He's sick. He's on there. Yeah, fire album.
This cover's amazing. Am I tweaking?
What, the Vivians?
This cover is brilliant.
Nah,
Yeah, the cover's fire.
I think I'm finding it. I think I'm with the right one. Like uploaded by Eric Selects.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, the cover's brilliant.
Ro did his due diligence and downloaded the YouTube shit and then separated all the tracks out. So I have a zip file for it if you guys would like that.
What a kind young man.
But
young man.
They should give that guy a podcast. He should
Ro?
Yeah. I think he'd be good at it.
Yeah, he'd probably be good at it.
He'd be all right.
I remain optimistic.
Yeah. No project. Damn near doesn't exist anymore. So I thought that was a very cool thing. And the track with Quelle is, of course, dope. Quelle's rapping crazy on it. Who's surprised? But yeah, then also Little Dominique Snows be good as always. Is This For Real? I love Is This For Real. I was playing that shit on vacation, just losing my mind. Shit was fun. Second recommendation, I went to the movies. I never watch movies. I'm terrible at watching movies. I want to watch more movies this year. I got to watch TV. I got to watch all the classic shit like The Wire, Breaking Bad, all that. But I went to go see.
Oh shit!
What is that?
That's a really cool picture I took of Mind Design last time he was out here in Tokyo.
What? Yeah. Is that your phone? Is that your phone?
Yeah, that's my phone.
I thought
I got the flip.
Oh yeah, they got the advanced shit, bro. We're not allowed to have that in America.
I've never seen that shit.
They got this in America. They got this in America.
Don't they?
That's a Samsung Fold 6. I think.
I thought it was one of those Huawei joints.
I thought
no, I'm gonna get the Huawei triple fold next year. I'm gonna get the triple fold Huawei.
Bro, they got a Huawei.
I'm switching to China. I'm going Chinese.
Like type shit, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm going Chinese next year.
You, bro. It's crazy.
Went to the movies.
Dropping this K-pop shit.
Marty Supreme.
You saw that shit?
Yeah. Well,
I knew you was a Chalamet fucking hoe.
No, listen, I was prepared.
You like his rap too, don't you?
I only went to see it because I need to watch movies. This is popular. I want to go see it. So I dragged my family out to go see it. I was prepping to hate on it because Timothy Chalamet was doing his wigga shit. And he was promoting it by fucking rapping and being in a fake trap house in the blackest looking black people kitchen of all time. And I'm like, nigga, you've never been in a black people kitchen. What are you talking about? I was prepared to hate on it. But it was a very good movie. I was very surprised. I feel like it touches on like a lot of ideas of like American exceptionalism, and the way they told the story was very interesting. A lot of people compared it to Uncut Gems. It is comment in that vein.
It's by the same people.
Stressful as fuck because Uncut Gems, I only watched it once. I was like,
it's not as stressful as Uncut Gems, but it's definitely in that same vein. Where
give me the synopsis. What is it about? Is he like what
synopsis?
Is it? He's a ping pong.
No, but yeah, it's about ping pong. Marty's a ping pong player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wants to go international, become ping pong champion. Yeah,
like Forrest Gump and shit.
It's set in like the 1950s, so like it's getting popular. He's trying to like be on the wave of like ping pong. He has a passion for it, but like he's trying to be on like the cutting edge and be like the best in the world and shit. So that's the main centerpiece of the album. But around this ping pong shit, he has like a bunch of real life shit going on. That's kind of interferes with his dream throughout the movie.
Okay.
But
and Tyler the
Creator, it was a surprisingly good movie. A lot of interesting political themes. Tyler the Creator is in it, and I saw a clip and I'm like, Tyler's probably gonna be bad in this. But he was surprisingly like I really liked him as his character in this.
Tyler is super talented. Like he's got experience behind the camera and in front of the camera.
His character wasn't like wildly different from like what he would probably be like.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I can't recognize that this is Tyler, but it was he played his character very well.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said about politics, though I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I just thought the politics was very interesting. There's a lot of class shit, like I said, American exceptionalism. It's set like right after World War II, so there's like a lot of commentary on that as well.
Oh wow! I really thought it was like a kind of like a modern film. To hear like the strangest thing about it is not ping pong. It said it's set at that time period. I thought it was.
No,
I haven't seen a preview or nothing. Yeah,
same too. Yeah. But it's like it's set in like 1950s type shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I like Chalamet.
Videos. Yeah, I've only seen like clips and shit, and I always was like clips of people I'd see on Twitter, and I just made the assumption it was like, oh, it's a modern ping pong movie. That's gonna be fun. So I was gonna watch it with that in mind, because I don't like knowing too much. I don't like knowing too much about shit I'm gonna experience. I'm gonna experience it regardless. So it's like I might as well go into it knowing nothing. So my experience of it was I knew that it was going. My mum was like, "Oh, I want to see that movie," and I was like, "I want to get into seeing movies. I'm doing the exact same thing Trey's doing. I want to be watching more movies this year, and so I'm going to see that. Yeah, I'm going to watch that. And
Film
then I'm
is
gonna watch that as well.
Film is such a tremendous genre, and like one of the joys I get from film is like film critique as well, because there's so many different types of film critique forms and like that are historically contingent, and it's like film is great. Like I like watching movies. I like watching artsy movies. I like watching old movies. I like the history movies. Like me and my daughter, the first movie she ever went to a movie theater to see was Avatar 2. Which is kind of a crazy movie experience. Like the story's not great, but visually, that
outrageous.
Like James Cameron is amazing. My daughter's 10 now. Just on Monday, I went with Deza. Me and Deza and Cannonball Z. We went to go watch the new Avatar film, and the story is the story is weak or whatever. You know, it's serviceable, but. Yeah, I mean the story's weak or whatever, and it's pretty predictable. But man, that film is beautiful. Like it is just incredible. Like I was looking at shit and it's like, how is this? Like, what is real and what is fake? It's like it really is a high water mark of like cinematic fucking CGI. You know, like it really is that
cool shit.
It's really a crazy experience.
One of the most standout memories of my life was seeing like being a younger kid and seeing the first Avatar movie with my mom in 3D.
Yeah.
And that shit was so beautiful. That shit like has always stuck in my mind is how pretty that movie was.
Yeah. And I also had a generational experience like that too. I watched Jurassic Park and was like, oh my God. Like
I love Jurassic Park too. I'm like, this is crazy.
My God.
I love movies where like there's just like really big unrealistic set pieces. I don't. There's something like really cool about that to me.
I remember when Avatar 1 came out, or not even came out, like a few years after. I think my grandma, she went to South Africa. My white grandma went to South Africa, and and I remember when she came back, she was like, I was like, oh, how was it? How was the trip? She's like,
there's a guy named Ratman Gavin.
No, she's like, her thing was she watched Avatar twice. That's all I know about that trip. She told me nothing else. She told me nothing else. She went with her church, and the only thing of note is she saw Avatar twice in the cinema.
I saw Avatar 3 times in the cinema.
Oh shit! In South
Africa,
like
2 to 3 times, in the theater.
With Mandisi, yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
Mandisi was like, "Man, this is not black enough," and I was like, "Oh shit." No, I saw Avatar 3 times. Like no joke. No joke.
Dark Algo, he might listen to this shit mad as fuck.
But I've got I have so many film recommendations for you. Like not like I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna like Avengers is good. No, I'm talking about what shit about like me? I Heart Huckabees. Well, yeah, I mean both of you. Like to be honest with you, I've always thought that my film critique was better than my music critiques. Like I used to be really into film. I used to really be into film. And if you go on the Secret House channel, like some of in the first year, there is comic book movie reviews on there with my buddy on there. And they're like Marxist critiques as well of the Batman and fucking Doctor Strange or whatever. But they're Marxist critiques in that. But yeah, it's like I like film. I love film.
I do remember like I tried really hard in high school to get into film, but I was just watching shit movies, so it just never happened. I was watching garbage, and then I was watching reviews of it, and I was like, okay, it just wasn't happening because I was watching shit movies. I was watching a lot of really garbage things, and I do really enjoy a bad movie that is actually like awful, like a really truly bad movie. I love that.
War of the Worlds.
I gave up on that.
War of the Worlds.
I gave up on that.
That was the most fun I've had in my life. I watched that shit with Uridon. That shit was peak. War of the Worlds.
One of my
the Amazon thing.
Oh yeah,
Mega, let me describe this movie to you. Yeah, let me sit you down real quick. All right. So War of the Worlds. You know the story that aliens come to the world and they're all attacking people.
Yeah,
and shit.
Klaatu Barada Nikto. Okay. Yeah.
So imagine if yeah. So the world's under attack by aliens. It's crazy. It's fucking nuts. And like the entire movie is like set on a Zoom call. It's like if the movie was just like what we're doing right now, but there were aliens somewhere off screen fucking shit up, and occasionally I'd
You're
call my
watching it
daughter
through
on
the
the screen or
computer
something.
tabs, like
Yeah,
camera
and
tabs
it's
on the computer
and
all
it's
that.
also fucking Ice Cube, right?
yeah. It's
He's also Ice
was
Cube.
amazing.
It's Ice Cube.
People were shitting on Ice Cube for it. I genuinely think he saw the script and he was like, "I'm finna have fun with this." I don't think he was actually trying. He saw the
I
script.
don't care what he does. I'm done
hating.
hating on Ice Cube. I hated on Ice Cube. Like when I was in California, I found like some old Blaze magazines that I had when I was like 14, and I had like speech bubbles next to Ice Cube being like, "I'm a bitch, I'm black," and it was like, all right, yeah, I was a really crazy kid who was hating on Ice Cube
him, bro. No,
in 1997.
Ice Cube was shaking in his boots, bro. I'm telling you. He was like, oh, I sure hope there's not a mega around here.
I'm a known Ice Cube hater, bro. I have so much ammo against Ice Cube as like a hip hop person.
Like it's not
we should get him on the show. We should get him on the show.
So much ammo.
I feel like that's doable. That's low-key doable. I'm not gonna lie.
No, we gotta rebrand to being like super woke. You know,
no, he's not woke,
bro.
He's not woke. He's anti-woke. He's anti-woke.
I'm using woke. I'm using woke as a colloquial term to describe black people who have black politics, and he is woke. He's woke as shit in that regard. Now he'll call out fucking Bill Maher about saying the N-word. Like he's super woke.
Anyways, I think that's a wrap for this one.
Yeah, let's call it.
We go to the Patreon.
Okay, yeah, throw some money on our Patreon and shit. You'll get the episodes like a week early. That's hella early. That's ridiculously early. A week early. Every second Sunday of the month, I'll drop a beat on there. Mega's gonna be he's all pretty on there. You know, he's out there being nice and lovely. You know how he is. We got our boy Mega. He's being Mega out here. So give us money. Do it. No. It would be nice.
I have an announcement for the Patreon.
Oh shit.
I said this last week when we did the end of the year episode, but it was reiterated. I'm gonna try to do album reviews because a part of it is I just want to learn how to edit and also want to just have another medium to talk about music. So I'm gonna try to record music reviews of just albums that pique my interest, and then that will go in the What's Up with the Minutes tier for the Patreon. I'm gonna be like the top one, or is it?
Why don't we collab sometimes too?
That's the middle one. Hey, we can do that too.
We could all do like trio album reviews. Wow, that could be so cute. Yeah. Hell yeah, we could. Yeah,
I'm down. I'm down. Like Wednesday nights, I'm free. So
we've been What's Up and the Minutes.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Hey, before we get to the second topic, I'll let you guys go into it. I got to do a pee.
Okay. Trey, we need an outro. We need an outro. I'm thinking like we've been the Minutes and your time's up.
Oh my god, everyone's gonna stop listening. Oh my god. That's so bad. It's not even like the cheesy charming that like we usually do with the show. That's just bad.